Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is just going to be a short video about a flow that I made that updates related records. It's pretty simple, and maybe if you're looking to do something similar in your own org or wherever you're working, this might be helpful for you. So the important things are going to be spending, which is what's going to trigger this flow, and then investments, retirement accounts, and debts are all going to be updated accordingly. You can see my first video if you want to see the breakdown of what all these custom objects are in this org. This is just a personal project of mine. With that said, we'll just get into the flow. What I wanted to do is make it so that when I make a spending record of either debt payment, retirement account saving, or investment, I want these records to be updated respectively. So when I make a debt payment, I want the balance to be lowered. And when I make an investment into one of these two objects, I want the cost basis to be increased automatically. So let's get into the flow. Now it's very simple. I've worked this down from a pretty complicated thing with a bunch of extra elements to what you see here. We don't need any variables. We don't need any assignments because the record trigger is stored. The triggering record is stored completely when it starts, and these get records elements are going to store everything we need for the related record. So we don't need to assign variables. We don't even need the variables. So what I have is a spending record trigger when it's created and when it meets any of these categories. And the cool thing about this is I can just keep tacking on conditions. If I want to make something else, if I come up with a new object, or I want to make some other automation that's triggered by a record being created. So I just have it debt payment, investment, or retirement savings in the category. That's what's going to trigger this flow. Then we have a decision that's going to check which one of those it is and split it up accordingly. Now the get records this is what makes it so we don't need any variables along with the triggering record. So we're just going to find the debt record whose name equals the debt paid name on that triggering record, which is this custom field I have. And we're just going to grab the first record and store all the fields. We're going to do that the same thing for our investment records and our retirement account records, depending on which kind triggers it. Okay, now we have formulas split between the different objects. So for the cost basis, we're going to pull the cost basis from the related investment record and add the amount spent on the triggering record. And that's going to be our new cost basis. So now, with that, we're going to update the cost basis field or the balance field on the debts with this formula, the new investment cost basis. And that's it. That's all we need. I used to have assignments and variables all over this thing, and I kind of just kept playing with it until I realized how simple it could be. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully this was helpful in any way, or it was insightful, and maybe you could use some of these tricks to make a better flow in your org. Or maybe I did this wrong and against best practices, and you have some insight into that. So if you have any better ways to do this, or if you think it was great, hit that like button and subscribe for some more content. I'm going to keep making Salesforce stuff and maybe just some other random things just to help things stick and make a record of what I'm doing as I am learning all these new things. So with that said, we'll see you next time.